Okay. So in designing hero section, this is the hero section of the design. Now this place, this is just the background for your presentation. So like I said earlier, you don't have any business with that yet. So first thing you're going to do now is to bring in the frame that you want to use. So let's use frame size desktop. Let's use desktop. Now this is your desktop. Now let's rename this desktop to hero. So this is our hero section. Have you seen it? So all of this, from this place to this place, everything inside here, this is what are going to fit inside this design. Do you get? So let's just do our own design different from this one. So this is what we have first of all. Now the next thing is what? Margin. What is the margin for web? Hmm?
Margin for web.
Mm.
20.
What did you say?
Ah,
What did you say?
I said 20
20.
for desktop now.
Yes.
160.
Hey, column count of what?
Column 12.
Yes. Yeah, that's all. Should we said 120 bar?
I said 160.
Okay, 160. Okay, 160 is still good to go. I thought you said 120. 160 is good. So we can go with margin of 120, 100, 80, 150, 200, depending on how you want that design to come out. So the next thing now, like I said in our last class, you divide all of this inside into sections. Now this is your nav bar. This landing play, home, feature, pricing, resources, support, and this CTA, they are the nav bar. So now let's create another frame for it. So now our frame size, the width is 1440. So I'm going to create another frame. 1440. So let's make it 100. Now this is our nav bar. So let's rename this to nav bar. Nav bar. Now everything up here, we're going to bring it inside this place. So let's just use a rectangle for our logo. If you have any question, just call my attention now, so I wouldn't move too fast. Do you get? So we're working with a margin of 160, right? That's where this one comes in. Have you seen it? Then text. So we have our text. Let's write our text. The first thing here is okay. Home. Home. Then we have features. So let's make this 14. Medium. We're using inter, or we can use any. Let's change it. Let's make it popping. Popping is too common, sha. Then I think that's all. Let's change this to 101010. So home, we are 5, right? Add auto layout. I'm adding auto layout now. So we'll add our auto layout. So let's make this auto layout of 24. Then hug it. Now you see this SS space here at back of home, this second home. That's why I'm hugging it. So you see. Then we have 5 text. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's centralize them. Then we'll change them. Okay. So we have features, pricing. Features, pricing, pricing, resources, resources. Are you lost?
No.
Support. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Then the last one is our CTA, this button here. Now you can see that there's a color at the back. I showed you how to do this color before in
Yes.
last week, in our last class, Jerry.
Yes.
Okay, but we don't need it now. We're just doing the hero section. You can do that in your own design. So let's add our CTA. So you come here, or let's even use auto layout button. Remember, you can create button frame or auto layout button. So what does the button says? Download now. So download now. Okay, then add this on auto layout. Add auto layout. So let's make the button 12 by 8. Add
What's the essence of this? Those two, this thing,
this one.
the lines are.
Okay, yes. Now you can see that before I added auto layout, there was no space. That padding, there's no
Okay.
padding. So the moment I add auto layout, see what happens. Now you can see that there's padding. I added auto layout to the full navbar. Add auto layout. You can see it now. This is 10.
Yes.
10. Let me add few. Let's make the button black. 101010. Then this text, have you seen it? White. So that's the essence of this button. This space is we call it padding.
So it is only when we want to use like make button, that's when we need it.
Not only when you need buttons, you can also use it for other designs. Like
Okay.
let's imagine now. This is not a button now. I can add auto layout to this. So this now you see that this one is in 00.
Yes.
So we can make it 24 by 16. There are some designs that you will need this for. So
Okay.
let's add few. Now have you seen it?
Mm.
This is not a button, but there are some certain designs that you are going to add padding to.
Okay. So all this one that will need filling, like that will need is to show the space. That's when we need it, Abby.
Not really, not really. But if we get to one that we need it, I will let you know.
Alright.
But I will try to look for an example. I'm trying to picture one in my head. I'm trying to picture one in my head,
Okay.
but when we get there, when we have anyone that
Okay.
needs what we are looking for, I will let you know. But hope you understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So for this our button, I can say that it's in 10. You can make it 16 by 12 by 8. 16 by 8, or let's say 16 by 12. So add corner radius to our button. Let's say corner radius of 8. So we're working with the margin of 160. So I'll make sure that on the right side is also 160. Remember on the left side 160. I did not use margin for this. I'm just using my alignment. Okay, now you see that this one works. So this is our nav bar done. So we'll put our nav bar inside our frame. This is our hero section frame. Just drag it, then place it inside your frame, or you can copy it. Now you see that it's inside the frame already. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Let me add a shade so you can see it clearly. Let me make it gray. Have you seen it? So now we align it to the top. So center it, then align to the top. Have you seen it?
Mm.
Did you see it? So now my hero section, I
Yes.
like making my hero section. I have a this thing I use for it, height. So you can use this full height, but because of extra space, I like working with 120 820. So when I need more space, I will add. So if you need more space, you can just add, make it 1000. Do you get? Remember that you can increase the height but not the width. Do you get?
Yes.
So if you want to increase the height but not the width. So the next thing now is this new AI enhancement. So which text did you use for your own? We're working with your own text. So you just read your text for me. I'm coming. Let's do this new AI enhancement. So now this new AI enhancement, we'll do it the way we did this our CTA. A text, then
Yes.
auto layout field.
Layout.
Yes. So it says new I think investment. Let's use innovation. So add auto layouts to it. So let's say you are working with blue. Let's work with blue. So I'll make this blue. Okay. So let's give it rounded edges. So let's say 12. Oh, 12 did not give it curve. Okay. So there's an effect. Okay, it's line. They gave it stroke. So let's give it stroke. Let's give it stroke of this blue we're using. So I just copied the stroke and I'll paste the stroke here, the same color of my text. I'll paste it here. Have you seen it? So now the spacing now, the padding is small. So I'm going to increase the spacing. Let's make the spacing 16 by 8. Now have you seen it? So the next thing we're going in is our text, our Euro session text. That's the header text. So which text did you use? You can read it out for me.
Okay. I use them brighten your future with solar.
Okay.
Solar energy.
Brighten
That works for you.
your future with solar energy.
That works for you.
Okay. That works for you. Okay. So now we're going to make this typography big. So you can see theirs is big. Let's make ours big too. Let's try 80. So 80.
I thought you said we cannot do more than 60.
No, you can do more than 60. There's some websites that have big typography. So it depends on what you're trying to achieve. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Some websites, don't worry. After this one, I'll show you some websites that have big typography. So now I'm going to change the color. Then make it bold. In your design, don't use poppins. Oh, poppins, no, I don't really like poppins. Can you use something better? Let's change the text. This one is finer. So now you see that it's a 2-line text.
But is it okay to be using different fonts?
No, you can use 2 at most. 2.
I think we have to use the same all through.
No, you can use 2.
2 at most.
Yes,
Okay.
2 at most, minimum of 1. Some people use 3, but I don't recommend 3. 2 is better.
Okay.
Now you can use 2, your hero section. You can use 3, probably if you want to add like a special effect. If I want to make this solar now, like italize this solar or this solar energy now together, I can highlight this solar, change the font, probably give it an handwriting feel. Something like this. You see the way the handwriting feel is, then change the color. This is the third font. Do you understand?
But for a professional site, you can't
Use
do this
two.
kind of thing, but
Yes, you don't need this type of thing. Use two at
okay,
most, the minimum of one.
okay,
Do you get?
yes.
So now for this, now you see that this is a two-line text. So I'm going to add line height. So let's make the line height of 18. Then the next thing is our body text. So what body text did you use?
Talk, you know the finish. You power your own
I'm coming on.
business.
Let me reduce this to 24 auto. Okay, oh yeah. Power your
Your own,
home
your own business
business
and beyond
and
with
beyond
stable,
beyond a
with sustainable solar.
with
Power your own business and beyond with sustainable solar
okay,
solution.
that's all right.
Set you
Oh
cut
yeah,
energy costs while
is it
embracing
full stop or
clean
comma?
renewable. That one full stop, then you start cut energy costs
Okay,
while embracing
cost while embracing. How do you
clean
spell embracing? This is embarrassing. Okay, yes, I've
EMBRACIMH.
seen it. I'm coming. Let me reduce this. Okay, while embracing
Clean renewable power.
clean,
Yes,
clean, renewable power.
full stop.
Okay, I think this is okay.
Uh,
Yes, and you don't go to add too much text because of most users. Some people don't like reading.
hmm.
So now this is a two-line text. Let's make this 20. Then put it in medium. Then line text. Let's make it 32. Then the color. So put it a black gray. We use a black gray that is readable also. Now the main information on this page is your hero text.
Okay.
That's the main information. So you want to capture your users from the hero text. They should understand what your product is all about. Do you understand? So you add this to in an auto layout. Add auto layout 24. Now you can see that it's different from what your own is now. Sorry.
Yes.
Then you centralize. So always remember to centralize your design. It's very important. So the next thing is our CTA. So there's a CTA here that says get antivirus. So let's just copy this one. Our CTA is supposed to be blue because we're working with a blue color. Let's change this color to our blue that we're using. Is it this blue? This is blue. Okay, so let's bring this one here too. So what does your CTA say?
Says discover the possibilities.
Discover the possibilities. Okay, first of all, what is this product about? It's about solar, right?
Yes.
Are you trying to sell solar energy to them? Is it an e-commerce platform? Because it sounded like an e-commerce platform.
No, they make solar, like they help people to plant solar in their houses.
Okay. Okay. because it's what your product is about. That will determine what CTA you will use. Do you
Okay.
understand? So let's change the button size by 60. So we add it to an auto layout also. So let's make the auto layout of 40. Now you can see that we added this two to an auto layout, then we added this third one to an auto layout. Now we
Yes.
will now add this one again to the auto layout. So you see that they all have different auto layouts.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Now let's centralize them. Okay, they're all centralized. Let's move our grid. Now have you seen it? Now you see the way it's looking. It's not looking too choked up.
Yes.
It's not looking too clustered. Do you
Mm.
get?
Yes.
So you can add anything now you feel you want to add. If you want to add an image, if you want to add a background, you can add anything that you feel you want to add.
If I want to add background image to it, before,
Yes, you can bring in background
like
image.
the background of maybe where they are planting solar,
Okay.
where someone is fitting solar on a roof.
Yes, I'm coming. Let me put this in a frame first. So this everything I'll put inside this frame. So put it inside your frame. So do you want to align text, like align it left, or how do you want to do it?
The center.
So you want the image to be the background.
Yes.
Okay, so you can bring in an image. Let's use a plugin.
Is it that important to put that frame that you had to it, like is
No,
necessary back?
but why I use frame is for grouping. So I want to know that, oh,
Okay.
this is a frame. So when I carry it on its own, see it is easier. So I've grouped all of them, like the way I group this. I'm not using group, oh, I'm using frame, but I'm grouping them together, like this snap bar. Shey you
Okay.
get? So if I'm to design another
Okay.
section on like, let's assume the body or features, this will be another frame now. All of them will have individual frame. It makes it easier for you to be able to trace your particular design.
Okay.
Do you get?
But it's not that like you need to draw the frame before you you put the
Yes,
content.
you can do it like that. You can draw it before the content, you can draw it after the content. But drawing it after the
Okay.
content, you're putting the content inside it. Do you get?
So okay, if you draw the frame after the content, you now carry it to the back or what do you do?
Yes, and put it inside.
Okay.
Do you understand? But it is
Okay.
advisable for you to draw it before. Do you understand?
Okay.
Do you have any question?
No.
Okay. So we have done our hero section. So you said you want to add an image. So let's add an image to the background. So let's copy this. I'm going to just duplicate this. Then we're going to bring in a plugin. No, not frame, plugin. Let's use on splash. So before that, let's draw a rectangle. So this rectangle will be what our image will occupy. So you can choose to draw a rectangle. You can choose to just import it directly inside your frame. Do you get?
Okay.
I'll show you what I mean. So let's search for, what do you want to search for again? Solar. No, this is not iconify. This is on Splash. Sorry. It's on Splash. I wanted to type. So, solar. Okay, so yeah, you pick the image you want to use. You can see my screen, right?
Yes. Let's use this one.
This one.
Where to people, yes.
This one has it's not free. It has
Okay, so
watermark.
okay. All the all the fine ones, some of them will come out.
Yes.
Wow.
That's what they used to do. So you know they want you to pay for it.
Let's pick anyone.
Okay. It was when I saw. That was clear. Let's use this sky on. So you just click on it, then it takes the form of it already. Okay. Now, so we reduce this opacity, just add another color on it. So you see this plus, this fill, add color. So I added another color, like an overlay. You can add a rectangle or you can add a color overlay. Do you understand?
I don't get it very
Let me
well.
do it again. Now you know that this image now, it has a color.
Yes.
You can choose to add another color. So let's add another color. So now you see that it's black, 20%
Yes.
opacity. If it's 100, this is it in 100.
Okay.
This is it in 50. It is dark.
Hmm.
We want it to have a darker feel. So what is our text will be able to pop up. Now let's send it to the back.
Okay.
So you do send to the right click, then send to the back. Have you seen it?
Yes.
So now all our text now will be in white. So you can see the text that is on it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So let's see darken it safe a little bit. So let's make it like 70. So have you seen it now?
Yes.
So you can see the difference between this and this. So if you also want to put the image on one side, you can put it on one side. So you can put the image on another side, and let's put it on the left side, on the right side, sorry. So this image, let's make our image half. Hope you're not lost.
No.
Okay.
So that means the words will be on the left. Will be
Yes.
on the right, rather. Okay,
Yes.
left, yeah.
Left.
Left.
So you see that everything was center aligned. So you just change them to
Yes.
left align. Do you get? So everything that was right align or center align, change them to left align. So we're working with margin of 160. So you put it in 160. Then you reduce this. So our texts are too long. You can still shorten the text if you want to. Or our margin. See the texts are long. So let's work with a smaller margin.
Like 40.
No, 40 is too small. Let's work with 100. I want this to be 3 line at most. So we reduce this to, let's say, 48. Then reduce this to 60. So this is 3 line. Then now we hug our auto layout. Put your auto layout in hug. So we're working with 100, right? Let me see what our 160. I'm coming on. My system after acting up 160. Okay, so we can still work with our 160 safe. 160. But we can leave it in 160. Let's make it 120. Okay, 120 works well. Now you can see the auto layout, the design now.
Yes.
So we can add this to the image and the text to auto layout. So I think it's okay like this. So you can change the image if you want to. Let's look for a final image. We're trying to sell solar energy here. So how does this one look?
It looks okay.
Okay. So that is for the hero section exploration. So you can see that we have 3 hero section now. This one is giving minimalism. This one now we added image to the background. This. So have you seen it now? Can you design them?
Yes. I'll try.
Okay. Do you have any question?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. If I have any question, I will send it to you.
Okay, okay. Now for that presentation, that
This,
one that you did, this type, what do you want to say?
I wanted to ask about the table that you
Okay, okay, I'm coming.
help me with.
So now this one, now to add this one, now you also have to create a frame. So let's create another frame. So you can come to your presentation. You can use this presentation slide, this one.
Okay.
So you can use, there are 2 presentations, you can use any one. You can even draw a manual frame. Then this is our hero section, and let's use this one. So I can copy this one and paste it inside here. Now have you seen it? So if I
Yes.
want to reduce it or increase it, I can increase everything depending on how I want my design to look like, or the kind of presentation I want to present it in. So there are different type of presentation styles. So you can also put it in a mock-up, that laptop view.
How do you do that one?
There's a mock-up for it. So you go to your mock-up, you search for a mock-up.
Okay.
So let's search for mock-up. Mock. And this is a mock-up plugin. So there are different mock-ups. So just go to free mock-up. This one has premium plan also. So you can look for the one you need. Since we did a web view, and just go to the web. Okay, this is a web. So let's use this one. So click on this plus, highlight your design. Crop. Now have you seen it? So let's put it inside this frame that we created. You have seen it, right? Let me close this one. So you can see our mockup. So you can use this one for presentation. So you can add a text or design the background.